the final episode of my Tart week, and today it's all about passionfruit. It's a passionfruit cremeux with a pate bombe, an almond sponge, an almond and white chocolate praline, and a vanilla sablé. So, let's begin. First, we're going to make some passionfruit juice. We need this for a couple of recipes. Cut about 30 passionfruits in half and empty them all on a bowl that's covered with a sieve. After that, press out the juice using a ladle. Now you could always use store-bought passionfruit juice, but I find that the flavor of homemade is so much sweeter and less sour. Keep it in your fridge for later. Now for the passionfruit cremeux. Mix 200 grams of passionfruit juice with 300 grams of cream, 80 grams of egg yolk, 100 grams of sugar, and 20 grams of cornstarch. Mix this well, and then while stirring bring it to a simmer to thicken the cremeux. Now when making big recipes, I prefer to first bring the liquid to a simmer and then add it to the starch and egg yolk. But with smaller quantities you can just mix it all and then do it all at once. Then transfer 200 grams of white chocolate into a bowl and pour the hot cremeux on top. Now blend this till smooth and fully emulsified. Then cover it and keep it in your fridge for later. Once cold, it has the perfect texture. Now for the almond praline. Mix 300 grams of sugar with 100 grams of water and caramelize this on a medium-high heat. Try not to stir the caramel in between. This can cause the sugar to crystallize and it will ruin the texture. When the caramel has a nice golden color, add 300 grams of almonds and 1 empty vanilla pot. Now keep on heating and stirring for another 4 to 5 minutes. This is not so much for the color of the caramel, but more to toast the almonds. Then transfer it on a silicone sheet and spread it. Let it cool down completely. After that, divide it in smaller, more manageable pieces and transfer it into a blender or a food processor. Also add 200 grams of white chocolate and 5 grams of flaky salt. Blend it till you're happy with the texture and thickness. At first it looks like not much is happening, but the friction will melt the chocolate and it will help release the oils from the almonds. This will create a runnier praline. Now I prefer it to still have some texture, but you could just let it blend some more till it's smooth. Then transfer it into a piping bag and keep it out of the fridge for later. Now for the almond sponge. Mix 120 grams of sugar with 60 grams of water and heat this up till the temperature is 118 degrees Celsius. Meanwhile, transfer 350 grams of whole eggs into a mixing bowl and start beating it. Once the sugar has the right temperature and the eggs are fluffy, slowly pour it in the bowl on the side. Continue beating for 5 minutes. After that, add the zest from 1 lemon. Then on a sieve, mix 60 grams of flour with 40 grams of cornstarch, 2 grams of baking powder and 2 grams of salt. Tap on the side of the sieve to pass it through and then fold it into the whipped eggs. Once it's done, also add 100 grams of almond powder, 50 grams of shaved almonds, 50 grams of milk and 30 grams of almond oil. Fold it in as well till it's fluffy and even better. After that, pour it on a baking tray that's covered with a silicone sheet and level it with a palette knife. Bake it at 170 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes. If needed, turn the tray in between. Then let it cool down completely before portioning it to the desired size. Place the sponge with the cutters on a tray and fill the cutters all the way with the passionfruit cremeux. Now level it and let it set in your freezer for 1 hour. After the hour, you can press the sponge and the cremeux out of the cutter. Cover the top with the almond praline and then let it freeze as well. Keep it in your freezer for later. Now for the passionfruit pate bombe. First soak 8 leaves or 13.3 grams of gelatin in cold water. Then mix 120 grams of egg yolk with 100 grams of egg and 150 grams of sugar. Heat this up over a double boiler while stirring it with a whisk. The temperature of the eggs needs to be 84 degrees Celsius. This is for safety and to create a thicker texture. Once it's 84 degrees Celsius, take it off the heat and start beating it. You want to create a nice fluffy and cool mixture. Meanwhile, pour 300 grams of passionfruit juice into a pan and bring this to a simmer. Then turn off the heat and dissolve the gelatin. Also add 500 grams of white chocolate and mix it to create an even ganache. Set it aside for later. Now pour 500 grams of cream into a bowl and start beating it till it has a thin yogurt consistency. This is the texture we're looking for. Set it aside as well. Then once the eggs are thick and fluffy, while stirring, add the passionfruit ganache. This needs to be at room temperature.
If that's the case, also add the whipped cream and fold it in till it's a beautiful and even pate bombe. Then fill your desired mold halfway. These ones are from Mold Brothers Pastry, a partner of the channel. Now take the fillings and press them upside down in the molds. Now fill them completely with the pate bombe and freeze them till solid. Then the vanilla sablé. Pour 375 grams of flour on your worktop and use the bowl to make a well in the middle. Fill it with 45 grams of almond powder, 130 grams of icing sugar, 230 grams of butter, 60 grams of beaten egg, and 3 grams of salt. Then cut a vanilla pod in half and scrape out the seeds. Add them to the other ingredients. Mix it till it comes together and then knead it into a nice dough. Once it's an even dough, directly stop mixing to prevent too much gluten from forming. Then cover it and let it rest in your fridge for at least 1 hour. Now dust some flour on your worktop and roll out the dough till it's around 3 mm thin. The dough needs to stay as cold as possible, so try to work a bit faster. Once you're happy with the thickness, cut it with the desired cutters. Then carefully place them on a perforated silicone sheet and place another sheet on top. Now bake them at 170 degrees Celsius for around 15 minutes to 20 minutes. Then let them cool down completely and keep them dry and covered for later. Now for the runny passionfruit and vanilla gel. Mix 450 grams of passionfruit juice with 60 grams of ginger syrup, 50 grams of sugar and 3 grams of agar powder. Then cut a vanilla pod in half and scrape out the seeds. Add the seeds to the pan and mix it well. Now bring it to a boil for 30 seconds. Once that's done, pour it into a bowl and let it cool down in your fridge. After that, transfer it into a blender and blend it till smooth. Now to bring the gel to the next level, I always vacuum it. Just pour it into a bowl and vacuum the gel 100% to remove any air bubbles. This will result in a clear gel with a more intense flavor. Keep it in your fridge for later. The final thing we need to do is make the chocolate brush. First melt 150 grams of cocoa butter on a low heat. Meanwhile, mix 150 grams of white chocolate with a gram of yellow fat-soluble coloring powder. Once the cocoa butter is melted, pour it on the chocolate and blend it till smooth. Then fill your brush machine with this mixture. I always heat mine up in an oven at 40 degrees Celsius for about an hour. Now take the tarts out of the mold and brush a thin layer of the yellow chocolate brush on the outside. Find a full equipment list on my website julescooking.com. Once you're happy with the brush, gently place them on the sablé and fill the top with the passion fruit and vanilla gel. Now let them defrost and they're ready to be served.
Okay guys, that's it for today. The final episode of my Tart week is over and I hope you have enjoyed it. I must say the passion fruit one was quite a disaster because I made all the fillings and then I made the pate bombe, put the filling in the pate bombe and I put it in the freezer. And then when I took it out, it started melting instantly. So somewhere in the recipe I made a mistake. Well, I wouldn't say in the recipe, but in calculating the ratios, I fixed it. So I still don't know what went wrong. I probably miscalculated it and I put in way too less gelatin or white chocolate, something like that. But this one is good. So the recipe that's on my website as well and the recipe in the video, it's the same one. And yeah, it's good. Still don't know what happened. Very annoying because I had to redo everything. So also the fillings was quite a mess. So be sure to give me some love in the comments below. Let's just cut it open because I can't wait to show you the inside. Now, like always, be sure to get a hot knife and then just gently cut it open. The sablé in half as well. Yeah, just look at that. Really, really nice. Let's just slice a little piece out as well and have a little taste. It is quite messy to do this, so I would prefer to make this in the one portion sizes. Then just serve multiple because it's quite messy because of the pate bombe, but it is very, very delicious. Please. That's so good, guys. I especially love the praline. I'm a big fan of praline and it still has quite a lot of texture, which is great because the pate bombe is quite soft. All the other textures are soft as well. And it brings some balance in the flavor because it is, I wouldn't say too fresh. I wouldn't say sour, I say fresh. But it's not too fresh, and that is because of the almond, because of the praline, the fattiness. And that's what it needs. So, yeah, very happy. I hope you've enjoyed the Tart special, the Tart week. Please let me know in the comments what you want to see next. I have more savory videos coming up, so don't worry. It's been quite a lot of sweet lately. But yeah, I've been in a sweet mood. Let me know in the comments what you want to see next. Like and share the video, and please subscribe if you want to support my channel and if you don't want to miss any other great recipes. And as always, bon appetit!